Hi guys, Christopher here from CK Reptiles. Today we're going to be talking about the difference between venomous snakes and non-venomous snakes. If you guys would like to see anything more about that, stay tuned. Okay, so today we want to speak about something that I've actually been looking forward to since we've decided that we're going to do these videos. Is speaking about the difference between venomous snakes and non-venomous snakes, pet-wise, and also in general as well, how they catch their prey and certain things that you can see in them. Unfortunately, we do not have a lot of venomous snakes. As we in the Free State, you need permits to have venomous snakes over here. And luckily, because we are doing the reptile park thing, and it's very educational, and so we are kind of getting a little bit leeway on permits. So we are going through the process with National Conservation. So it's pretty intense and pretty pricey too if you think about it. But it's, in the end of the day, it's all worth it because we really enjoy so much what we do, and we like to teach people what we do, and this is our dream. And then also, I'm a huge fan of venomous snakes. In the world, you know, my most favorite snake is the king cobra, and we have one here with us in Bethlehem, and his name is Arthur, and you guys will meet him also. Maybe not today, but sure you guys will meet him soon, and I'm sure the whole video will be just about him and what's our plans with him. So right over here from the back we have a beautiful variable bush viper. So these guys come from Africa, very stunning snakes, not too big. They are vipers and they are arboreal, so that means that they climb. These snakes have very good eyesight and have a pretty rough venom too, but not that hectic. I think if this guy bites you, you would be hospitalized, and I'm sure people have died from these guys, but not many. Not many people get anti-venom treatment either when they are dealing with these bites in Africa. And you get lots more different kinds of not variable bush vipers, but you get different kinds of bush vipers, and you also do get different kinds of arboreal vipers, which are really crazy. And unfortunately, I only have the one because we are trying to limit our venomous stock. We also don't sell these animals. These animals are for us, for display, and also for people and educational purposes. So we do not sell these animals at all unless they are back to breeders that can breed them, but we do not sell them to the public in any way. We are keeping them just for their beauty. But if you can see this beautiful snake's face, what a stunner, isn't he? So this is just a green one. He's a male. We're looking for a female if I can find one. Like I said, we're not going to breed them, but I would love to breed these. This has been my dream for a long time. There's a guy in South Africa, his name is Graham Lotter. He has a very impressive collection of arboreal vipers, and I think this is where I really fell in love with the Boreal vipers, seeing all his and seeing all the good work he's doing with breeding these guys. So I would love to try and breed these guys one day. I've never bred them before. They're also live bearing snakes. Most vipers, not all of them, are live bearing. Some of them will lay eggs. You get a few different species that lay eggs, but these guys will give live birth, and they call them variable bush vipers because you can get them anywhere from green, which is normally their factory default setting in the wild, and you can get them all the way from there to orange and black and these really crazy yellow colors and red colors, and then the patterning on him is also so stunning. So we're looking to get a female that is maybe a darker color or a more brighter color than him, and then we'll see what the babies turn out to be. Also, we'll keep them for ourselves. Any nice babies that come out, the rest we'll sell to other breeders in and around South Africa, but none to the public. So first thing you need to consider when you want to keep venomous snakes, do you know what you're doing? Have you had any venomous handling courses done? And if not, please do contact us. We do not do the courses, but we can put you in the right direction. There are three people doing venomous courses. It's Johan Marais, Arno Nordia, and Mark Perry that I know of. I'm sure there are other guys doing it as well, but unfortunately, I'm not aware of them at this stage. So if you guys would like to do anything like that, you can just stay in contact with me, and I will put you in the right direction to do something like that, because they do them actually quite few right through the year. Very interesting. So yes, this is one of our beautiful bush vipers. Let us know what you guys think about him. What does he look? And then again, not that you guys were asking, but this is the fourth time I've tried to make this video, trying to get used to the new software we're using for making these videos. So unfortunately, I deleted the video like 4 times before I could have actually got it up now eventually. And now we also know what not to do, and that won't happen again. So we're also going to have a bonus clip at the end of this one, so you guys will enjoy that. Not about venomous or anything like that, but just general cleaning of some of our pretty snakes we have in the main house. So yeah, let's quickly put this guy away, and let's move on to one of the non-venomous snakes. Okay, so West African Gaboon Viper. This is my second most favorite snake. Very, very hard to handle when you only have one hook snake. One snake hook, sorry about that. One snake hook, but we seem to be getting it right for now. We don't want to take a lot of chances. These guys are extremely venomous, and probably not one of the snakes you want to get bit by now. Also have the most largest fangs of any other snake in the world. So these guys have about 5 centimeter long fangs, which is about 2.5 inches. Very, very long. They also can have a venom yield to about 500 milliliters of venom, which is basically a small bottle of Coke. So really don't want to get injected by so much venom at once. These guys also get really, really big. You do get a South African version of these. They more in St. Lucia. They are the East African Gaboons. Also stunning, don't get as big, also don't get such huge horns. Or maybe the males get a little bit more of horns, but not like these guys. These guys really get big horns. And they also get huge. I mean, the biggest one I've ever seen so far was about 1.6 meters and around this thick. So these things are stunning, and no wonder they actually lie completely dead still in the leaves and you can't see them. I'll actually try and post a picture of this sometime. If you guys go and like our Facebook page, you'll see a lot of pictures of this girl. It's just CK Reptiles, and then you'll see how she camouflages into the leaves, and then you would know how these guys could just sit and they would lie and wait for prey, and they could even eat things as big as a duiker. So for you that do not know, a duiker is a small deer or a small antelope, a dwarf species of antelope, and they could actually attack and swallow those, and then they would be able to swallow them with ease, because these guys get massive. They get really, really big. It's one of the biggest viper species in the world, and they are absolutely my second most favorite venomous snake in the world. But every time I handle this girl, she is just beautiful, and we also do shows with her. She's stunning. She's a very good actor. She loves the spotlights, and she really can put on a nice performance. I don't know if you guys heard her now, how she was breathing. It's actually, she was blowing. She was kind of hissing at me, trying to warn me to leave her alone now. She's had enough of this handling. So we are going to do just that, because we respect our animals, and we don't want to get bit unnecessarily. I've never been bit in my life. I've been working with venomous snakes since 8, and I've never been bit, so I don't want to change that streak now. I think we've really gone too far to do that. So yeah, these venomous snakes would basically, they would lay in ambush and they would attack, bite, hold onto their prey, and then they would inject venom. So snakes do not just bite and then venom injects. They inject venom willingly. So they have glands on the top of their heads, basically, which are full of venom, and then around those glands they have muscles contracting around there. So as soon as they bite, they would contract those muscles and then push the venom right out of the gland through their teeth, which is a long tooth, which is like a hypodermic needle. It has a nice big groove through it, and that will run right through the tooth. It's like a delivery system straight into the blood system, and from there's nothing you can do unless there's nothing you can do. You can't suck it out, all that stuff. That's not true. You will have to go to hospital. You have to contact someone straight away that knows exactly what they're doing when it comes to snake bites in South Africa. In my opinion, Arno Nadia is on speed dial. Even now as we are doing this, my wife is sitting that side and she has Arno on speed dial, because you never know what can go wrong. Not planning on it, but you know, things happen and things are unplanned. We do believe to be safe before we are sorry. So yeah, I do hope you guys enjoyed this segment of the video, and then hold on for the non-venomous. So now we are going to move on to the non-venomous. This guy might be non-venomous, but sometimes he will act like he is. This is a grey rat snake. Very, very cool snakes. I think they come from America, somewhere around there in those bushy areas of the Everglades or the places. They are rat snakes. They're called rat snakes because they eat rats and mice and all kinds of rodents. They'll eat anything they can basically get their hands on. In fact, his favorite meal is chicks. He loves day-old chicks. Obviously, we do only feed frozen food, frozen thawed. We do not feed live unless we have one or two animals that only eat live. But otherwise than that, we will only do frozen thawed animals, frozen thawed food, because unfortunately, you know, you can throw a live mouse in with this animal, and you know, he will hunt for it and he'll kill it and he will eat it. But at the end of the day, the mouse is also alive, and don't know if you can hear this. This is him saying, "Hey brother, you are now getting on my nerves," which is just his little tail, which is rattling. It's the coolest thing to see. See if we can get it on camera for you. Come girl. Are you angry? Okay, but anyway, a bite from these guys aren't too bad, so I'm not too worried about it actually. He's actually very cool. This is actually a friend of mine's snake. It used to be mine. I sold it to him, and then they are going to try to do some breeding this year. A friend of mine and a guy who works for me will actually be trying to breed some of these this year. So if anyone's interested, you guys can give us a shout at the end of the year. I think it should be ready. Just to show you that wiggling tail. There we go. Now you see it. Now you see it. Now you don't. So yeah, he's generally a sweetheart, but because we haven't been handling him that much and so on and so forth, because we are trying to get them ready for breeding season, that we unfortunately don't handle them too much. You know, we're trying to get them ready for the breeding season. We need to cool them down, put them in hibernation so that they can start reacting to the breeding, to the urge to breed, basically. So yeah, these guys would also, they would grab their prey, constrict it, turn around it, and then they would start swallowing like that. No venom, just pure strength. We are going to speak about our last non-venomous snake, which is a ball python. So these guys are really cool. They also come from Africa. It is a small species of python. These guys don't get too big. This is actually what they would look about around. This is an adult female. She's a genetic stripe. That's her mutation. So that's that long stripe all the way down the back. That's her mutation. Stunning, stunning snake. Very nice. And what they look like in the wild, if you would hang on for me a bit, is this girl. This one is one of our massive girls. So that's what they would look like in the wild. And then they get bred for that beautiful, beautiful color. All these different colors. They get really different colors. But anyway, so these guys, they would catch prey by either using the heat sensing pits, which I'll show you now where they are right there in the top of their lip. Can you see it there? And they would use their tongue as well, which would then pick up particles in the air and would send receptors back to the brain to tell them basically where is the prey. Because a snake has an organ inside its head, which is called the Jacobson organ. So what would happen is they would put their tongue out, they would catch particles up with the forked part of their tongue, and they would take that back and they would put that forked part right back into the brain, which is now the Jacobs organ, and that would send a neuro signal or a reception back to the brain to say, all right, turn left, there's a mouse waiting for you, table number 5. So this is basically what they do. These guys are really, really, really cool snakes. Like, these are the puppy dogs. I always tell everyone, these are the puppy dogs of snakes. You know, my daughter, when she was about 6 months old, she was already playing with these snakes and rubbing them softly. Would make sure she was very gentle, because obviously she was still a baby. And now she loves these snakes. If she comes in here, she just wants to hold them, and she's now 3, turning 4 in May. So really, really stunning snakes. Like I said before, these guys come from Africa. In Africa, these guys were called, or they have a name as well, called royal pythons. And these guys were carried or worn by royalty of the tribes in Africa as jewelry. As you can see, they're called ball pythons for a reason, because as soon as you tap the head or something, especially when they're younger, then they'll roll into a little ball. Let me see if I can show you this. It's actually pretty cool and pretty amazing. But I don't have a lot of small ones, so let's see what we can do to show you guys why they call them the ball python, which is actually a pretty cool snake. So this is basically why they call them the ball python. This is the clown Mojave, also a nice mutation, one of the nicer ones we have, and also our favorite to work with. We are clown all the way. So yeah, they're really, really stunning. So these guys, like I said, they would catch prey by basically tracking it down and then grabbing on, wrapping around it and constricting it. So every time that the prey item would try and breathe and it can't, and it breathe out, and the snake would just squeeze all tighter and tighter every time a breath goes out, until eventually the snake would the prey item would suffocate and the snake would swallow them whole, lasting it a while. If it was a decent meal, it could last it a month. If it was a really decent meal, it could last it 6 months or a year, just depending on how big it was and how much it has to move. These guys have really quite aggressive stomach acids. So also at the same time, they can digest bones, skin, hair, everything in a mere week or so. So we feed these guys especially now because we're going to start breeding soon, we feed them every 2 weeks. Okay guys, sorry for missing out on yesterday. We're going to try and do a video every single day. Like I said, we're going to try, because sometimes it does get really busy to the point that we really don't get to anything else just but our animals and our kids and our family. So yeah, we are going to quickly do these guys. As you can see, these are green tree pythons. These are my most favorite python in the world, and also one of my second most favorite snake in the world, which king cobra is first, and then green tree python, and then gaboon vipers. So you guys have just seen the gaboon viper now. She's stunning, isn't she? But yeah, so we're going to quickly clean these guys out and just show you not really what we do every single day. We clean these guys out as soon as they dirty up, or as soon as they go to the bathroom, and then we try and do their water every second to third day, fresh water. With other snakes, you can leave their water for about 3-4 days, but these guys like fresh water, and we also mist them about twice a week. In winter a little bit more, and we mist them with warm water. Also, they have really nice heating chambers inside on top here, controlled by thermostats. So these guys are, it's just like they're in the wild. Basically, what we have their temperatures very close. We did breed these guys last year, and unfortunately, due to ESCOM and a lot of load shedding, we lost all eggs. There were 14 eggs, which 12 of them were good, 2 of them were infertile. At the end of the period, we did have one hatchling that survived for about 24 hours, and after that hatchling also passed away. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of this time-lapse video. So now that we are done, we're just going to quickly spray them down, and then they'll drink off themselves as well, also off all the plastic plants that are hanging in here. And this is also very good for them for humidity. So I hope you guys really did enjoy that. It's something that you don't see every day. We will do a close-up on these guys, but for now we're just going to let them rest and really just enjoy their afternoon. And then once again, thank you guys for watching our videos. Thank you for being so supportive, and have a great Easter weekend.